Hey, how's it going, guys? In this video, we're going to learn how to download and use Qt Designer for PyQt5 in Python. So the Qt Designer is an app design editor to create UI for Qt applications. You can literally drag and drop different widgets to design your UI. And the file generated by the Qt Designer is an UI extension. So in this video, we'll learn how to download the Qt Designer via pip install. We'll also create a basic app interface and save the template as an UI file. And lastly, we'll learn how to import the UI file in Python. So before we dive into the tutorial, here's the page to a quick introduction and information on the Qt Designer menu. In case you have any question, you can always go to this page and just look to the information on your own. And here's an image of what the designer looks like. And here are some resources on how to use the Qt Designer. Alright, so for the first agenda, we'll learn how to install the Qt Designer. So first, let me go into my virtual environment. I'll use my PyQt5 environment. So I'm going to activate my environment first. And to install Qt Designer, you want to type pip install PyQt5 -tools. Here, let me make the font a little bit bigger. Now enter. And since I already have the tool installed, so on my console it shows requirement already satisfied. And to access the Qt Designer, you want to go into your Python directory. You want to look for a folder name called scripts. Under the scripts folder, you want to look for designer.exe file. And let me increase the fonts. Now double click on the file. And that will launch the Qt Designer. From the start dialog, it's going to give you a couple template options. We can create a widget, a main window, a dialog with buttons, without buttons. I'm going to choose widget and click on create. And we're going to get a blank window. So this is basically our app interface. So the panel on the left are all the widgets that you can use. And everything is drag and drop. So you can drag a widget and drop onto your UI. And this is a layout. Here, let me delete that. So I'm going to drag a push button. And we can use our mouse to resize the button. On the top, we have a filter field. Basically, type the widget name to search for the widget item. I want to search for line editor. So this is basically the input field widget. I'm going to increase the widget size. I'll select these two widgets. I'm going to move these two widgets to the top left-hand corner. I'm going to resize the window. And this is going to be my app interface. So an input field and a push button. On the right side, we have a different panel. The object inspector will display all the widgets you have inserted to your application design. And here, let me increase the column. And from the first column, the form column, these are the widget names. If I want to change the widget name from line editor to line editor entry, and that'll be the name that I'll be referencing in Python code. And here we can also change the push button name to just button. The class column shows the widget type. And here we have another search field to search for different widget properties. If I want to resize my widget, I can search for resize property. I don't see that in here. Oh, it should be under geometry. So let me search for geometry. And it's right here. And from this property window, we can adjust the X and Y value, the width, and the heights, and a couple other things. So you can probably go to the list on your own. The resource browser, I'm not going to cover that in this video, but I'll cover that in a separate video because that's a little more advanced. And here, if we go to the signal slot editor, we can connect a widget to different advanced signals. And here's the action editor. Also, if you want to apply a CSS style sheet, you can also directly do that in the Qt designer. And here's the change style sheet option. Inside this editor, we can insert our CSS style sheet. So if we want to increase the font size, we can, let me change that to 50 pixel. So we can just write the CSS property in here and click on apply. And I'll increase the font size to 50 pixel. And I'm going to delete this. Now I'm going to save this UI, ascent UI file. I'll save this file in a different folder. So here, let me go into my tutorial folder. I'll save the file under my download Qt designer folder. And I'll name this file app.ui and save. I'm not going to close the Qt designer just yet, so I want to show you something. And here, let me see if I create a new demo file. Here, let me insert my code snippet. To import the app.ui file, we need to import the UIC class. So from PyQt5, I want to import the UIC class. Now let's go into the app demo class. Inside the constructor, I'll type UIC.loadUI. U is going to be capital. On the first parameter, we'll type the file name, app.ui. And we need to reference the UI to the parent widget. So we're going to type self. Now if I simply launch the application, and here I have a extra comma. Here, let me try again. And here's my application with the input field and the push button. Now let me close this. Now let's say you don't like the design. You want to change the design. So here, while the Qt designer and the file is still open, so we can actually we can actually change the interface. Maybe we can add a new widget. So I'm going to add a new checkbox. Maybe I'll add another push button. So this is going to be push button number 2. Now I'm going to save this file. Now I'll go back to the Python script and I'm going to run the app again. Now this time my app has all the widgets added to my interface. So this is a technique that I use pretty frequently every time when I'm designing an application. We're going to create a function that when we click on the push button, we're going to print the value in the input field. So to reference a push button or push buttons in the Qt designer, so here from the object inspector window, we have all our object names. And this is going to be self.button. So I'm going to delete the other 2 widgets that I don't need. I'm going to save this file. And I need to create a function first. I'll name this function print value. And we're going to link this method to the click signal from the push button. And we're going to assign the method name. So when we click on the push button, we want to print the value. And we can do that by inserting the print function. And we'll reference the input field. And this is the object name, line edit underscore entry. So I'll grab the object name and I'll just copy and paste that text. Now if I launch the application, I'm going to type hello world. And I'm going to click on the push button to print the value in the input field. Alright, so this is everything I want to show you in this video. And hopefully you guys found the video useful. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.